Okay, summer hasn't officially started yet, but boy, did it feel like it last week. Hey, but the sun, it's been hot, and just as soon as we get through that heat wave and temperatures are starting to rise again later this week, and that sun, well, it can be dangerous. Dr. Courtney Bradley is an assistant professor of clinical science at High Point University's Fred Wilson School of Pharmacy, and she's here to tell us about the dangers of the sun and what we need to know.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
So I know a lot of questions people have is what level of SPF should I be putting on?
That is a great question. There are very different kinds on the market, and so there's anything from 15 up to closer to 50 to 70 to 100. I always aim for about 50. You want to try to be at least 30. 30 is the bare minimum, but if you can get up to 50, then that provides a little bit more protection against the sun. As you go higher up in your SPF, there's certainly more protection, but they're not quite as much of a difference as you get up as to those really high numbers. So you're not getting quite as much of a difference there.
Gotcha.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, and are there difference in the type of products? You have the spraying options, and then you have the traditional lotions.
Yes, certainly. Over the past few years, we've expanded into the different types of products that we have. Our lotions have been our standby that we've had for a really long time. I think those are probably the best. They provide the most protection, the most consistent on your skin. The sprays are very convenient and they are great, but you do have a tendency to miss some places when you use the spray, so that certainly is a consideration. And when you do use the spray, you certainly want to spray it, but then you do want to rub it in. So there's two different actions there to make sure that you're getting that good protection.
I see, okay.
I know a lot of times you put on the SPF, you'll be in and out of the water, whether it be the pool or the ocean. Yes. So it's good to, no matter if it does say it's water resistant, to reapply every so often.
Absolutely. So if you're not in the water, they normally say to reapply every 2 hours or so. So every couple hours you need to reapply, regardless of if you're in the water or not. If you are in the water, then that is more, the lotion and the creams are more likely to come off your skin, so you actually need to apply more often. And actually says on the label how often you should reapply. So for the water resistant ones, it's normally about 80 minutes or so, 40 to 80 minutes you need to reapply. So not a lot of time, especially for those kids out in the pool and the oceans. They can get distracted and forget to reapply, so it's really important that we remind them.
And Dr. Bradley, explain the importance of that coverage in terms of skin cancer prevention.
Absolutely. So there are two main things that we're protecting against, the UVA and the UVB rays. UVA, I remember that because A is for aging. Those tend to cause more skin damage from an aging perspective, and UVB is known for the burning portion that can happen. And we don't want either one. Neither one sound good to me. So we definitely want to protect against both of those. And there is most skincare products out there now have both broad spectrum, which means it protects against both UVA and UVB rays.
And that can lead to, I mean, if we don't do this, and we lay out there in the sun too long, and especially the sun worshipers, I mean, it can lead to possible problems down the road.
Certainly, it's about 1 in 5 people will be diagnosed with skin cancer in their lifetime. So certainly many of us will be affected by this. Now, the great thing about skin cancer is it is very treatable if it's detected early. So that's really why it's so important that we have our annual dermatologist appointment and we get a full check of our skin just to make sure. But if it's caught early, there's large success with the treatment that we have. But many people will be affected by skin cancer throughout their lifetime.
Wow.
Yeah.
Take care of it now. You don't have to be in the office
Yes,
later.
yeah, absolutely.
Don't forget the hats, too.
Yeah.
I know we
Yeah,
didn't get to touch on
absolutely.
that, but
Hats, sunglasses, and seeking the shade, especially during those mid-time hours, is really important as well.
Okay,
Great
perfect.
advice. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We appreciate it, yes.